This is the MCX Virtus, and today we are sort of revisiting a video that I made about 2 years ago, the very first video that I ever put on the channel. And I've ran this gun for about 6 years now, so I'd like to sort of rehash it and say all the things that I think about it, because I've had about 30,000 rounds on this so far, and I've changed a number of parts in here that make it behave completely differently than any other MCX out there. So let's get into it. But first, use code NANNERS for discounts on ammo, targets, and suppressors. For those that are keeping up with the channel, I haven't posted in a while, but it's for good reason. I'm on my new property. This is my property, and I can shoot in my backyard, and we're building a range back here and all that stuff. So it was for good reason that I didn't post, but now I'm gonna be able to post much more often and make videos and shorts and whatever, because I can just go in my backyard and shoot whenever I want. So that's why I haven't been posting. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. The people that make this rifle, Sig. Yes, that trash company that also makes the P320. The P320 that I ran for about 6 years, and I loved it, and I have thousands and thousands of rounds into it and have thousands of dollars into magazines and changing all the parts and everything on them. Yeah, those guys. I don't run their pistol anymore. I do not run the P320. Some of you know I switched to an Echelon. That's a different video for another time. I've already made one, but we'll go back and revisit because I've actually changed everything on this as well. Anyways, I have no affiliation with Sig. I just like this rifle right here. That out of the way, let's talk about my favorite rifle I have ever shot and will ever own, the MCX Virtus. I've changed some parts in here that have made this rifle shoot like no other rifle I've ever shot in my entire life, and we're gonna talk about why. The first and most important part is this guy right inside of here. This is the JB Designs Omega Valve Mod 1. For the MCX and 5.56. This is a complete game changer, and overall this is the most important part that I would ever switch out. If you ever want to have a really good shooting rifle, this is the part right here. The Omega valve is a 4-position adjustable gas valve that completely replaces your gas valve on the stock MCX. It is from JB Designs, and it uses a gas jet system from, I believe, is Parker Mountain Machine, that goes on the SCAR platform, which redirects the gases out of the valve itself so it doesn't all go back into the rifle, which really allows for a lot of tunability. Well, now it's on this platform, which is really, really cool, and it allows you to tune it exactly how you want it, how soft, how hard you want it to actually shoot, everything like that. It's really, really great. I'll go back to shooting a regular MCX Virtus or Spear LT without this, and it feels like I'm almost shooting a 308. I couldn't believe that I shot a rifle like this for 5 years this whole time, and then finally I get this and it shoots like a 22 long rifle. I give it to my friends and they literally say, holy shit, this is cheating. Like, I need to get this as soon as possible for my rifle, and sure enough, I mean, it is absolutely cheating for sure. So the key points here of this gas valve is it gives you a softer recoil impulse. It redirects the gas away from the shooter's face, which results in less cancer as well as a less of a loud pop to the shooter's ear. So all great stuff. I will mention that it is 170 bucks and it is worth every single penny. As soon as they come in stock, if you have an MCX, you absolutely need to order this for any MCX you have. The next thing that I have in this rifle that results in a softer recoil impulse is actually back here, but it's on the inside. It is a Mototech Engineering MCX rubberized buffer pad. That's right, that's a long name, but there it is. It replaces the stock buffer pad inside that comes with the MCX, and it's a much more beefed up and also more absorbing little recoil pad in here. As most of you know, this does not have a traditional buffer tube. It is just a piston, gas piston operating system. So all of the recoil and everything goes on up in here. So you have a little rubber butt pad back here. I can't take the gun apart. I believe YouTube did threaten me and put a gun to my face. YouTube themselves put a gun in my face and prepped the trigger. That's right. And they said, if you ever take a gun apart on your channel, we will pull this trigger. So I think they told me that. but that rubberized buffer pad combined with the Omega valve is just an insane combination, and it's only 30 bucks, so why not go for it? Especially if you're spending $2 grand for a rifle, 30 bucks is nothing for you. Now the last part that I've changed out, I mean, it's not an internal part, but it is a part that goes on the gun, and it's this guy right here, a B&T Verse 36 XM suppressor. I believe they have weird names, but that's what it is. It's a B&T 36 caliber suppressor that I have on this, and it has completely changed the recoil impulse as well. I put it on there before I changed any of those internal parts, and rather than having a sharp back and almost an up sort of recoil pattern, now it's just straight back. I mean, it has to do with some type of design that they have going on in this guy that makes all the gases get redirected out front. But yeah, this guy is really a game changer, and I love the way it feels. I love the way it sounds. I love it. Now, some other things that I've changed about this rifle since I made that first video ever is the pistol grip here. It is an Edgar Sherman Designs granite grip. I put this on every single one of my rifles. Anything that takes an AR style grip, I throw it on every single one of my rifles. I've removed a magnifier that I had on here before. I have put a Green Mountain Rangers, I don't know what this is called, a battery holder. I have no clue, but it's great. It just wraps around whatever optic you have, and it holds an extra battery because I can't put one in here. I can't put one anywhere on the rifle, but here we go. It just bungees right there. Last part that I've actually changed is the stock. In the first video, I was running the skeletonized sort of Kate Moss stock. It's not very comfortable, but it looks badass. Well, this one is comfortable and it looks badass. So now I have this. It's the Sig MCX. Well, actually, it's not the MCX. It's just the Sig telescoping / folding stock. That's literally what they call it. So there you go. I am still running the Radian Raptor charging handle for the MCX specifically. It does not take AR-15 charging handles, so you have to get one specifically made for it. So there we go. I'm also still running the Geisley MCX trigger. It's made specifically for the MCX. I know there have been some issues with the Spear running their Geisley ones or whatever. This one I have not had any issues with in all my, I believe I've had it for about 5 years in here, so it's great. Moving up, I still have the EOTech XPS 2-0 on here, the gray version, which looks badass with this rifle. I've thrown a 100 Concepts kill flash on here just for testing. I have not been running this for a while. They sent it over my way and just said, test it out. If you like it, cool. If you don't, cool. You can make a video about it, and how much you hate it doesn't matter to us. We just want you to test it out. So here I am testing it out. And lastly, I am still running the Midwest Industries handguard on here. I believe this is a 10.5 inch, I think is what it is. So there we go. I've been contemplating on taking any sort of forward grip off just to have a smooth rail. We'll see if I go through with it, and I'll obviously be able to test it out here and see how I like it, but I've really been thinking about doing that lately, so I'll update you guys if I do. I'll make a short, make an Instagram post, whatever. So there we go. I'm around the 30,000 rounds mark with this guy, plus or minus a couple thousand. This is a heavy barrel that is on here, and I'm probably going to have to replace it soon, but they are $900. That's right, $900 for a barrel. It does come with a gas system. That's one of the many reasons why it's that expensive. Obviously, it's a Sig product, so they're going to charge out the ass for it. It's proprietary, charge out the ass for it. But I will have to get one soon, just so I have one laying around, because I'm sure this won't go for another 30,000 rounds. If it does, fuck yeah. I mean, that's awesome. But just in case it doesn't, I'd like to have one lying around so I don't have to wait and be shooting flopping bullets at 5 yards or whatever. I also did have a number of high pressure rounds come through this, about 80,000 PSI. That's right, 80,000 coming through this rifle. I sent it off to Sig just to make sure there weren't any cracks or anything in this thing. And I was very fortunate. They told me, who knows if they were being truthful, but there were no cracks in this. I haven't had any issues with it since then. So built like a tank is what it seems like. Overall, this Champ is still my go-to rifle. I would pick this over any other rifle that I have. It is just fantastic. Plus, all these parts that I've added to it to make it shoot like a 22 and just cheating recoil, nothing going on here. It's fantastic. I'll see you on the other side.